We have a liftoff.
Oh my goodness. 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 I'm waiting for my man to join. It looks like it's just me for right now, for the time being. So until then, it is what it is. Let me turn this brightness up because I feel like I really can't see me. I'm gonna look a little bright here on my skin, but there we go. I don't know. My camera quality don't look as good as it's supposed to in the most recent days. Like, it's supposed to be like super clear. Like, you should be able to see my freckles type clear. I don't know. It's looking pretty weird. My shit been acting really weird lately, bro. I don't know about. It's just been acting really weird lately. It might be time for a new camera. Christmas around the corner. Hey, slide your boy a camera. I'm just saying. If you're feeling generous, slide your boy a camera. We live from the gutter, man. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? I hope you're doing good. If you're watching this on the playback and you're not here live, I hope you're doing good. I hope when you loaded this video up, you had a thought to yourself like, I want to listen to what this erotic nigga had to say. I want to listen to what this goofy ass man had to say. That's why I clicked this video. And if you did, that means you here for a good time. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Actually, no, do it in a different order. Actually, subscribe. No, wait, no. Like, subscribe. No. Like, comment, subscribe, and then share it afterwards. That's the order I would prefer. Really, I'm all over the place. How about just subscribe first, then like and comment on all the videos. You don't got to do all of them, just like the last 5. That's not too much to ask for. I feel like it's super easy. You could just skip to a certain point in the video, and then you could listen and, like, you know what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, because I talk about little topics here and there. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about little topics here and there. But, yeah, I mean, like, hold on, give me 1 second. But yeah, I'm just like, that's not too much to ask for. You feel me? I got 70 subs. I was supposed to hit 100 last month, but I was bullshitting. I had a lot of stuff going on, and I couldn't hit it this month because I also had more stuff going on. I wasn't home for a good chunk of the month. By a good chunk, I mean like a quarter of the month I wasn't home. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm back on my bully. I'm back on my grind. Hopefully by the end of December, I can hit like 100 to 200 subs. That's my goal because I'm really locked in. I'm locked in like your front door knock. I'm locked in like a Roku camera when somebody move. Not Roku camera, Ring camera. I'm locked in like Patrick Mahomes in the 4th quarter on a 2-minute drill. I'm locked in like, I don't know. I'm locked in like I'm locked in. You feel me? I'm locked in like your keys in the ignition when you turn that joint to start the car. That's how locked in I am. I'm locked in like the bolts on the wheel, the lug nuts. Okay? I'm locked in. I'm here. What Patrick say? I'm here. I'm here. So I'm here. So let's just kick the show off. Let's just get started. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for my partner, but my partner not here. I don't know where the hell he is. He knows start time is at 7 o'clock. It is now 7:09. He's late. Snipe, what's up, my boy? Thank you for coming through. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe. Those 4 things. It don't got to be in that order, but just accomplish those 4 things for me. Cool? Cool. All right. Let's just get it started. I got a list of things that I wanted to talk about. Long list, super long list. Tonight's episode is going to be a little bit longer than most, especially when my man wants to join. I don't know where the hell. You know what? Before I get started, let's call this nigga. We going to call him collectively and say, you're fired. I'm going to call him. We going to see where he at. It better be important. My face breaking out. Now he don't want to answer because he know he late. I was just on the phone with him like 20 minutes ago. This is probably like the most depressing part when it's like ringing forever. And I know that I gotta leave a voice message. Bring your ass the hell on. I ain't gonna say answer the phone. Bring your ass to this Discord right now, cause we live and we starting. Let's go, man. Hustle up. God damn. I hate. Yo, black people never on time. If that's one thing, you invite black people to a party, you invite black people to a function, you want them to be there on time, you tell them that it starts, if your function start at 5, tell them niggas it start at 3. That's my little advice to y'all. If you got a function and it's supposed to start at a certain time, tell them it start 2 hours ahead of time. Just tell them that 2 hours ahead of time, because they gonna show up late regardless. So if you tell them that it start at 5, they not showing up till 7. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. BP time. We call it BP time in my community. Anyway. We're going to start without him because enough is enough. We're 10 minutes into the show and we got to start. So, 1 p.m. games went crazy. Bears versus Vikings was a heater. Caleb Williams drove down the field. Got to do a hot take on Caleb. He's getting better. And I thought it was outlandish and I thought it was crazy that Katz was saying that this man has regressed as a rookie. 9 to 10 games into the season, they was asking if he regressed. Because a rookie, the number 1 overall pick, he's still a rookie though, wasn't, like, I guess, outperforming the competition. He's not looking better than Jaden over there in Washington. I will say he still does try to make the miracle plays, but when that man is locked in and he's throwing his pinpoint throws, he's looking like a dog. He's looking like the dog that he is. Minnesota is a prime example. I think like that last drive that he made those 2 clutch throws, one to DJ Moore, the other one I think it was to Cole Kmet, maybe, I think, or Keenan, one of the 2, and got them in field goal range to go into overtime. I think I can't blame the defense for what happened in overtime. I can't blame that on defense, on this Bears defense, because the defense, based on the rules, the defense shouldn't even have came back on the field. And that's just fact. But that sack on that second down, which made it 3rd and long, like not even 3rd and regular long, like a 3rd 11, 3rd and 12 or shit. It was like 3rd and 21. That was on Caleb because Caleb was trying to do too much. He has to learn to live to play another down. He has to learn to throw the ball away or throw it at the feet of his at the feet of his receivers, somewhere where the ball is not in harm's way. Or if you're gonna take a sack, just drop right down. Just slide down. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself. Let the play. Give yourself a chance because your playbook is gonna get super thin, and you have probably practice a maximum of 2 to 3 plays for 3rd and 15 and more, 3rd and 20 and more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't practice too many plays to get chunk yards like that. Because I'm telling you right now, on 3rd downs in critical situations, you're really calling you're not calling a shot play because that's too predictable. You're probably calling something that's going to rack up some yards underneath, like an underneath route. You're going to throw underneath the coverage. Hopefully your playmaker can make somebody miss and then they get yards, or you throw a screen, or, you run a draw, something that's going to get you some chunk yardage quick because the DBs and the linebackers are playing, 7 to the sticks. You know what I'm saying? But Sam Darnold, he looked pretty good. I think if anything, Sam Darnold I think the league is catching up to Sam Darnold in this system. But I mean, he looked fantastic. Jordan Addison looked fantastic on Sunday. It was a couple weeks ago. He posted free me or some shit like that. And I think what the young receiver has to learn is that man across from you on the other side, JJ, or next to you, or wherever they line him up, that's the best receiver in the league. If not, like, he's top 2, and he's not 2. It's him and Ja'Marr Chase. In my opinion, right now, it's him and Ja'Marr Chase. Right now, Ja'Marr Chase is having a better year, but every other year, it's him and Ja'Marr Chase. So you're gonna have to understand that, like, he just got paid a bag, so they gonna get their money's worth out of JJ. You know what I'm saying? Your time is gonna come, young Jordan. Your time is gonna come, but JJ gonna get his. And he didn't. I think the Bears did their best that they could to, like, double him, and they did a pretty damn good job making sure JJ didn't get the ball. I think they held him like 2 catches all game, and he did score on one play, but they called it back. So yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know, like, what there is to really complain about when it comes to Jordan Addison. Like, you have a lot of mouths to feed on that offense. I don't think, and you know, I don't want to jump the gun and say he was complaining about his role in that offense, but I mean, he didn't really, it didn't really leave us any context clues as to, other than pointing to, like, you want the ball more, you want to, you know, and you got yours. I think he had, like, did he have 2 touchdowns in 140 or just 1 touchdown in 140? I know he had 140. I know he balled. But the Vikings played a good game. They're not going to win their division. Detroit's going to win that division, but they're going to definitely be something to mess with in the playoffs, though. B-Flow got that defense balling. So moving on to the next team, though, we got the Titans and the Texans. The Texans, they wet the bed. CJ is having a true sophomore slump. Can I really blame him? No. Does he get no. Let me rephrase that. Can I put all the blame on him? No. I cannot put all the blame on Caleb. On CJ. The interior O-line is not doing a great job in the pass protection. I mean, they're doing a great job in the run blocking. But in pass protection, these guys are getting mauled on the interior. So, you know, it's moving CJ off his spot. He has to make a lot of throws on a run. I mean, he's good at doing that, but I think he would prefer not to. I think he likes to sit in his spot, lets his guys get open. You know, he throws his guys open. You know, I don't think any quarterback wants to get rushed from the interior as much as he's getting rushed from the interior, but he's taken a couple steps back. I think last year he only had 5 interceptions or 7. I think. And he's already doubled that at this point. And that Titans game, I mean, the Titans were literally trying to hand them the game with the pick 6 and then the turnover. But then, you know, you force yourself out of a safety. They get the ball back. It's hard to play from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, momentum switched really quick after that moment. Pulled a Dan Orlovsky, which is crazy. I didn't think we were ever going to see that again. But, I mean, it is what it is. Texans, they don't have an easy schedule coming up, but they are still the favorites to win their division. But all in all, I think if they match up with the wrong team, they're probably first-round exits, if I'm being completely honest with you. Whoever's at that 5 seed, probably going to make them first-round exits. It's going to be either the Steelers or the Ravens. It's going to be either the Steelers or the Ravens. Unless the Steelers, or even the Ravens, unless they just take a crazy slump and they just start, like, taking a shit ton of losses. But I do think the playoffs in the AFC is going to be matchup based. Commanders versus the Cowboys. I just know Commanders fans are hauling ass behind that kicker. I just know that they are they would burn him at the stake if they could. But in all, it really shouldn't have came down to that, Commanders. It shouldn't have came down to the kicker. But it did. You know what I'm saying? It did. It relied on the leg of the kicker. But in my opinion, they should have just went for 2. You go for 2. I feel like if you go for 2, you can live with whatever the consequences are, or whatever the outcome is. Excuse me, that's the correct term. Whatever the outcome is, you can live with whatever the outcome is. If you convert it, obviously you live with it because you're most likely winning the game. If you don't convert it, right? If you don't convert it, I mean, you're going to kick the onside, potentially get the ball back, whatever the case may be. Or you lose the game, essentially like that. But they had so many opportunities. You feel me? They got so many stops early in the game, but they just couldn't score. They couldn't finish their drives. So, I mean, the offense looked really nasty in the beginning of the game. And it's really like predictable almost. Not their offense, but like what's happening because of who their offensive coordinator is. Like if you look at the history of Cliff Kingsbury, the beginning of the season, he looks like offensive god. He looks untouchable. He looks like the greatest thing since sliced bread when it comes to play calling. But then once we get to that middle of the season threshold or the back end season of the threshold, the tape starts. The eyes in the sky never lies. The eyes in the skies never lies. People start catching on. They start, adjusting to the play call. And they start preparing for the play call. And the play calling gets a little too predictable. And I'm not no defensive coordinator. I'm not no offensive coordinator. I would love to be an offensive coordinator. But it's just history is repeating itself. It's happened time and time again with Cliff Kingsbury. Just go look at the track record. I'm not lying. I'm not making it up. Cowboys, they got themselves a good win. They have a good slate of games coming up. I know they have the Giants. I know they have the Bengals, and they got the Panthers, I believe. I don't know if it's in that order. I know the Giants are up next on Thursday. I don't know who they play first between the Bengals and the Panthers. But those are 3 winnable games. If they come out with like 2 wins and 1 loss, they can make a playoff push. They can get that 7th seed, maybe, potentially. I think in the NFC, you may need 10 wins to make it. Maybe. You got the Eagles. You got Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota. That's 3 teams right there. Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota. Those are 3 teams right there that are in the same division. So, and 2 of those, all 3 of those teams are going to make the playoffs, in my opinion. I don't see, there's no way that the Vikings and the Packers don't make it even if they don't win a division. They're getting 2 of those 3 wildcard spots. So, then that leaves like that 7th seed, and that's up for grabs between Seattle, Arizona, or San Fran. If San Fran can catch heat at the right time. Seattle's catching heat right now. Seattle's catching heat. Arizona is in the lead for their division. I think they're 1 game ahead right now over everybody else. They're 1 game ahead over everybody else. So that division is going to be super tight at the end of the season. But 2 of those teams are going to be fighting for a 7th spot. You know what I'm saying? Between 3 of them. It depends on who wins. I don't know who's going to win that division. I really can't tell you who's going to win that division. It's going to be really tough. I don't think it's going to be San Francisco because they have a really hard schedule to finish up. But between Seattle and Arizona, I really couldn't tell you who's going to win that division. Even if I look at their schedules and try to predict, I wouldn't be able to tell you who's going to win that division because that division is so I don't know, so flip-floppy. You know what I'm saying? So inconsistent. It's so unpredictable what that division is, that NFC West. But then you have Tampa Bay. I think Atlanta's going to win that division. I don't not with ease, but I think they're going to win that division. Tampa Bay, they might have caught a spark after curb stomping the Giants last weekend. So that might spark them up to go on a 3-4 game win streak, and they might finish 10-7. Who else? You got Washington, who's sitting at that 7th seed potentially. I think that's just about it. Yeah, so if the Cowboys catch stride at the right time, they could get that 7th seed if they win out. Potentially, if Washington can continue to win games after losing 3 in a row, they can get that 7th spot. The NFC is going to be really interesting come week like 16 to 18, because I think we're gonna have to wait all the way through week 18 to find out who's gonna get that 7th seed spot. I feel like it's gonna come down to like 3 teams, and it's gonna come down to week 18, and somebody's gonna be waiting for somebody else to lose. I mean, it happens every year, but it's gonna be at a mass volume this year. I really think that you need at least 10 wins to make the playoffs in the NFC this year, in my opinion. I don't think multiple, if you're like, especially like if you're winning, obviously, if you are winning your division, that's a little different, right? If you take your division, that's a little different. But I feel like the wild cards, if you don't have 10 wins or better, because I think all 4 division leaders are going to have at least 11 wins. If you don't have 10 wins or better, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. It's going to be really tough. And then, last but not least, for them 1 p.m. games that were super entertaining, Chiefs and Panthers. Why do the Chiefs continuously find themselves in these tight games? Why? I can understand the Broncos because that's a divisional game, and the Broncos are a lot better than what we anticipated. Okay, I didn't see this Broncos team being this good, in my opinion. And I'm a Bo Nix fan. He went to Oregon. Sko Ducks. Okay, Sko Ducks. But I did not think that he was going to perform this well. I knew he was going to be decent. I knew he was going to be better than what their expectations were. But he is exceeding my expectations. 19 touchdowns to 2 interceptions in the last, I think, 3 to 4 games. It's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Bo was balling. Sean Payton has that team rolling right now. Defense is still on fire. They took a really bad loss to, not a bad loss, but a really hard loss. That's the right way to say it. A really hard loss to Kansas City, but then they bounced back, got a win over the Raiders. But then back to the Chiefs, like they beat the Broncos, then they go play Buffalo, losing a tight game to Buffalo to a 26-yard run on a touchdown. I think that iced the game with Josh Allen's run. And then you have this Chiefs game where Bryce Young is looking like a dog. Bryce Young is looking real alive over there in Carolina. But I feel like the Chiefs, they're so much better than the Panthers, but they played to the Panthers level. I really didn't feel like, I feel like Mahomes played well enough to win. But and I know they're 10-1. But their 10-1 just doesn't feel like it's 10-1. Like, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, I understand they're winning games, and they're winning these games when it comes down to the wire in the fourth quarter. Right? It's always like the last couple of plays. Atlanta, the last couple of plays. Defense got to stop. Baltimore, last play of the game, literally by a toenail. Literally by a big toe. It was literally by the point of Isaiah Likely's toe that either sends that game to OT. Well, I don't even think it goes to OT. I think that the Ravens are going for 2, and I think they probably convert and win that game, in my opinion. And I'm saying that without being biased because I think they had the momentum, and I think they had the play call ready to go. I think they already had their play call ready to go when, that 2-point decision was made when they ran to the sideline, thinking that they scored. The Chiefs have just been in so many like one possession games, and they're winning them. But it's just like, why? Why are you in these one possession games? Is it because of the injuries? Is it because the play calling is different? I just want to know why. And how long can they sustain this? You feel me? How long is it until they cross into another team that can get that stop on defense? You know what I'm saying? That can create that can generate that pressure on defense, force Mahomes into a bad decision. Maybe he throws it away, or it turns into a sack, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say he's gonna turn the ball over because he doesn't do that egregiously. He doesn't do that like he doesn't gamble. I feel like he doesn't take that risk. You feel me? Like when he doesn't, like I think he takes really good care of the ball. Patrick does he does a great job of taking really good care of the ball. He's not like he doesn't like roll the dice on certain throws. You feel me? Like He takes what the defense gives him. He's really good at doing that. But I want to know how long can he hold that? You feel me? How long can him and Andy Reid and Spags figure out a way to keep winning these games? When are they going to get out coached? That's my big question. Do I want to see them three-peat? I will wholeheartedly be lying if I told you yes. And I'm not even on no hating shit. I just want the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. I want Lamar to get his. You feel me? I'm sick of seeing that red and white in the Super Bowl. I'm sick of seeing it. Okay? I'm sick of seeing it. I want Mahomes to get his, but this year I need Lamar to get his. I'm sorry. Lamar is playing at a crazy level, but I'm going to get to that in a second. The 4 p.m. games, the Cardinals games and the Seattle game was really good. The pick six by Kobe Bryant was crazy. Kyler, he looked like a shell of himself. I don't know if it's because the bye week messed them up, and I think they just like fell. I feel like even though it was a division game, I feel like it was a trap game for them. You feel me? Like coming off the bye, y'all coming off a hot streak. You know, the Seahawks are also catching fire too. I feel like it was a trap game for them, for the Cardinals. But I do think they'll bounce back. Kyler is looking great. He's looking phenomenal. I just think that he looked like a shell of himself in that game. Seattle did a really good job bottling him up. It was a really good game. Other than that, the other 2 games weren't that entertaining. It was Broncos and the Raiders, and then it was like that game was good until it got sloppy. And then what was the other game? Packers versus 49ers. That again, another game that was okay until it got sloppy. So, and I mean just for like one team, like the Raiders, it got like once Minshew went down, I feel like the Raiders just looked so discombobulated. And then when the 49ers gave up like that second touchdown, I was just like, oh yeah, it's time to turn this shit off. No. Moving on to the Sunday night football game, Saquon Barkley, Joe Shane. I'm saying Joe Shane. Joe Shane, your grave. Your grave. And I don't mean your literal grave. I mean metaphorically, so I don't get banned or reported. But your GM grave at MetLife, at Giants Drive, at New York Giants facilities is getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Every time this man Saquon Barkley breaks a run, no, don't call me now, nigga. No, don't call me now, nigga. Every time he breaks for 20 or more, like Joe Shane, I just hope you know, like every time he does that, like I understand the long-term decision, but what you said on Hard Knocks is really, really, really biting you in the ass right now. Right now, it's biting you in the ass. Excuse me, I had a hiccup. Biting you in the ass, and it's biting you bad, bro. It's biting you real bad, bro. Really, really, really bad, bro. And I just hope that you are ready to pack your things up and get the hell up out that office, because Saquon Barkley is looking like not even a superstar, a megastar. He is looking like the best running back in the NFL that we've seen in a long ass time. Like look what happens when the man is getting untouched at the line of scrimmage. Look what he can do. Look what he becomes. Look what he turns the game into. He is literally taking these games over. He is taking these games over, bro. He's taking the man went for 300 total yards and 3 touchdowns. That is crazy. That is crazy. Excuse me. Commercial break. So, I mean, and you know, he's backpacking his team, and you know, it makes everything else on the offense so much easier for not only for the offensive line, but it makes it easier for the quarterback, it makes it easier for the wide receivers because the wide receivers are going to get one-on-one looks, and it makes it easier for the quarterback to read these one-on-one looks. Like, hey, that man AJ Brown is one-on-one with a DB, and 10 times out of 10, hey, go run this go ball, go get this joint. Smitty, go run this fade route, go get this joint. Y'all want to go one-on-one because y'all want to load the box? Great, I'm gonna throw it over the ball. I'm gonna throw it over the top. And one of these guys is going to go get that. Because if one thing, Jalen Hurts, he throws a great deep ball occasionally. 9 times out of 10, though, those receivers are going to come down with it. But having Saquon Barkley in the backfield puts so much stress on defenses. And having Jalen Hurts as a dual threat quarterback also puts more stress on defenses. So the Eagles are going to be a really hard team to play offensively, to scheme against offensively. But I feel like if you get them behind the sticks, if you could keep them from like third and short, second and short, if you could keep them at like second and 7, third and 7, and beyond, then you may have a chance. Right? Because then you could play them a little bit differently, right? But if they get to like second and 3, second and 5, third and 3, third and 2, you might as well just get ready for the chains to reset. You might as well just get the chains ready for reset. And I know I'm giving this offense all the credit, but this defense is looking significantly better than what they did a few weeks ago. And not even a few weeks ago, like early in the season, the first 4 weeks of the season. They're looking significantly better. And the D-line is coming to life. Jalen Carter is doing his damn thing. I don't know what adjustments they made. I don't know what the hell they did. They probably put something in their water. But them boys is mauling. They look like monsters out there, okay? Space Jam monsters. And these young DBs that they have, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, I seen Cooper DeJean moving around in the slot. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. He got ankle braces on. He ain't like he looked like he was hard to beat in the slot, man. He did his damn thing. It's just when they put like that third corner out there, like when Slay went out and they had to put Rodgers out there, or they might have had to put Bradbury out there. It was looking really like Stafford and McVay. They were taking advantage of that. It's just, unfortunately, their O-line is not all. I don't want to say their O-line is not all that great, but they do have O-line injuries and they don't have their starters in. I think they have a couple backups in, and Jalen Carter is just a man amongst men. Josh Sweat is great off the edge. Nolan Smith, great off the edge. Brandon Graham had a great night. I think he had like 3 sacks before he tore his tricep, I think. Yeah, that D-line had a fun time on Sunday night. They did the damn thing. And that secondary is young, but it's getting better. And let's see. Okay, he's not here. I'm excited to see this game on Sunday. I'm gonna get to that though. And then we're just going to do a Monday night recap. Where are we at on time? Okay, great. Last week we saw Lamar play the Steelers and they crucified him. Mad Dog Russo, there's going to be a day where I come across you. Okay? Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, that whole crew. Foxworth, whoever, Ryan Clark. I don't care. There's going to be a day where I'm going to be able to sit across from a table from you all, and I'm going to play certain clips of the egregious shit that y'all say about this man Lamar Jackson. I am going to play them back specifically for y'all. Okay? Because, and it's not that they like slander him all the time. It's just, for me, it literally takes for you to say one crazy ass thing. And for me, and it's not because I'm sensitive about it, it's because they don't do the same thing for other quarterbacks. Like, what other quarterback? They didn't, when Aaron Rodgers was playing like ass before the Achilles, the year before the Achilles, they didn't say he could take his 4 MVPs and shove it up his ass. They didn't say that. Did anybody say that? No. But when it's Lamar, they say it about Lamar, though. But he's a bad man. But you over there chuckling. Oh. Nah, B. I can't let y'all get away with that shit. We gonna talk about they talk about like the Steelers and shit. How he doesn't play well against the Steelers. The Steelers got his number. He's 1-5 versus the Steelers now after last weekend, or 1-4, 1-5, whatever the case may be. I can't talk about the meetings before I watched last year because I didn't catch the other games when they did play him early in his career. But I can talk about the last game that I watched this last weekend and the game before that last year, in October last year, where he had hella drops in the red zone and hella drops on the outside that could have been touchdowns, right? He threw even though he had a chance to win the game at the end, he threw an interception at the end. It shouldn't have even came down to that. I think Jay Tuck missed a field goal last year too. It shouldn't have came down to that. It shouldn't have came down to that. If the receivers just did what they were supposed to do. Defense did what they were supposed to do. O-line did what they were supposed to do. The receivers just did not come through at all. And I just... It just sucks because all the blame always falls on the quarterback for some reason. It always falls on the quarterback, and I don't understand why when we're watching what's literally happening and y'all sit there and twist and turn the narrative so drastically, but we can visually see that the people surrounding him are failing at doing what they're paid to do. He can't go out there and throw the ball to himself. I said that on Sunday when I was watching that game. Last weekend, not this previous weekend, but the weekend before when he played the Steelers. Game-winning drive, he's driving down the field. He throws it to Zay. First thing Zay does is turn his head before he catches the ball because he wants to make a move. Bro, just catch the ball. Catch the ball first. That's your priority. That should be your priority. Catch. You're fast enough to catch and turn around. Catch the ball first. Trust yourself. You feel me? Trust that you're going to be able to make the move after you catch the ball. You know that you could beat these niggas in open field. Catch the ball first. But then he makes up for it, catching that bang 8 on the touchdown. And then the 2-point conversion, I want to say he took the rap. He took the fall. Because it looked like the pop pass play that we seen a couple weeks before. Where he faked it. Not even a couple weeks before. I think they played like the Thursday night before that. The previous week. And he faked the pop pass. Oh, no, he faked the run to the end zone. Then did a pop pass over top to Nelson against the Bengals. Right, yeah. And I think that's what it looked like it was going to be again. But I think Nelly and Likely were getting confused on who was doing what role. And Nelly got his ass blown up into the backfield, pushed back into Lamar. So I really don't like the play call. With the 2 fumbles, you had the fumble by Likely, the fumble by Henry. You had the 2 missed field goals. That's 6 points, by the way. You had the bobbled interception by Hill. He got stripped by Peyton Wilson. That guy's going to be a stud, by the way. Wilson's going to be a stud. Bookmark it. You had those 5 outcomes and then a couple drops here and there. I don't think those drops really affect the game drastically. I think the Deontay Johnson drop early in the game, it played a little bit of a role, but all in all, I think the most that I could put the blame on for Lamar is missing a couple of throws, and then on top of that, that last play, the 2-point conversion. I feel like where I put the blame on him is after the Steelers called the timeout, seeing the formation that you came out in, you have to see that what you came out in is like, all right, I came out here with Justice Hill, Kohler, Johnson. Now I don't have Mark on the field. I think Mark was on the field. I think he was on the other side. I don't have Derrick Henry on the field. I don't have Zay on the field. I don't have my best players on the field right now for the most important play of the game. I don't know what play call that you about to call, but I want those guys on the field right now. And I feel like if he wants to win the rings and, he's such a respectable guy, he just says, he always tells his coaches like, yeah, he barely fights back on his coaches. He barely bites back on his coaches. But what do you have? You have something. He barely bites back on his coaches. And I think that would have been the perfect moment to bite back on your coach and say, like, listen, I need number 22 in the backfield. I need number 4 on the outside. I need 7. I need 80. I need 88, 89, 42. You know what I'm saying? I need these guys on the field because this is the biggest play of the game. This is going to win us the game right here. You feel me? Like, because I know my defense is going to get us the ball back. I know the defense is going to get us the ball back. Defense has been hot. Defense is hot. I know they're going to get us the ball back. It's either we go into overtime or we get this ball back because we got 3 timeouts and we get this ball back and I'm driving down the field and I'm winning this game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes you got to put the trust more in yourself. You got to listen to yourself more than I don't want to say he knows more than his coaches, but I want to say like you that dude, Lamar. You can make that decision. You have. I just feel like they got out coached, man, and I feel like Lamar, you got to make that decision too, man. You got to have your input on that decision. Like, yo, I want this guy in, I want that guy in on this play. You know what I'm saying? It's no disrespect to the guys that they had in on the field at that moment, but you know, Justice Hill is not as big of a running threat in the backfield as Derrick Henry. He's not. We can all agree on that, right? If that was the case, Justice Hill would be starting. He'd be running back number 1. He'd get paid like running back number 1. You feel me? So, but to move on forward from that, he had to lick his wounds. He had to get ready for this game. The first quarter, I just feel like the throws that he was missing, I feel like he was getting, I think he was like antsy. It felt like jittery. Justin Herbert looked fantastic in the first quarter. He looked great. That offense looked great. J.K. Dobbins looked really good. What's his name? Ladd McConkey. He looked great on third down, second down, getting open. He gonna be nice. Ladd gonna be nice. Hey, Ladd is gonna be a nice slot receiver. We done found a new Julian Edelman, a new Cole Beasley. Yo, he's gonna be nice, man. I still think Herbo needs a bit more help though. I feel like Quentin Johnston. I was a huge fan of Quentin Johnston coming out of the draft, man. I was so convinced that he was going to be a dog in the NFL. I wouldn't give him a comp to anybody. But I feel like for his frame and his size, he moves very swift with the ball in his hands. Like once he catches that hitch route and he gets squared up with the defender, he's winning 10 times out of 10. He's winning the route. You know what I'm saying? He's winning that battle right there. You feel me? That cone drill, that Oklahoma drill, Quentin Johnston is winning that. You feel me? He does really good with the ball in his hands in open field. So I know for a fact when he dropped that 3rd and 6, the drag route, I just know his confidence shot all the way down to like the bottom of the stadium, like underneath the stadium. And like a message to him, just keep your head up, man. Just keep balling. I think your teammates have all the faith in the world in you. I feel really bad, man, because I'm a huge fan, but I still think Herbo is gonna need more help from his receivers. J.K. Dobbins, same story over and over with this man. I'm a fan of J.K. too, but he can never stay healthy. I don't remember a time when he's played a full season of football. I really don't. I don't think he's played a full season of football yet. I can't recall him playing a full season of NFL football yet. I think his rookie year he missed some time. The year after he missed some time. Year after he missed a lot of time. Year after he missed a lot of time. And I mean, now you're with the Chargers and now you're missing time again. Like, you didn't finish the game last night. And I think if he finishes that game, I think their play calling changes. I think they wear out the Ravens defense a little more. Which sets up the play action, which sets up the deeper throws, you know what I'm saying, which would keep the defense honest, because they were running the ball super effectively in the first quarter. And that first drive was just run, play action, run, play action, seam, run. You feel me? Like real smash mouth football. And they did that super well. But in the second half, he didn't come back, and the defense did make some adjustments, and the defense is progressing for the Ravens. The DBs for the Chargers were in place to make plays. The receivers just made better plays. Like that deep ball to Bateman, he had 2, actually. He had 2. The first one he dropped, and the DB's back is to the ball. So the first one he dropped, but the second one I'm like, oh, I was like, this is like. As soon as because Lamar was fiending to throw the deep ball last night. He was fiending. Like, you could see it in the way that they were playing, that they were looking to take shots all night. They were looking to get every shot possible. But when it was there, he took it, and he dropped the bucket in, like, he dropped the dime in the bucket. Like, it was a great throw. It was a great ball. I wouldn't say a better DB, because that's a good DB that was guarding Bateman. I just think if he gets his head around that, that's probably an interception, potentially an interception. But I would like to see Bateman go attack that. You know, I would like to see him go over top and attack that a little more. I mean, regardless, I think they draw the flag, and it'll be PI if he jumps up to go attack it. But he let it drop right in the bucket. It came up as a touchdown regardless, a 40-yard touchdown. So the Ravens look polished. They look better than what they did the week before. And you know, the Chargers are no pushover. They're a 7-4 team now. They were 7-3. They're a 7-4 team now. Their defense is really good. I think their offense can be a little better. But that was a big game for both teams, and I think for the Ravens it was more of a must win for the Ravens than it was for the Chargers. But I think every game here on out for the remainder of the season is a must win for the Ravens, in my opinion. Derrick Henry, Monstar, I think he had like 20 carries for like 140 yards. Snubbed out of a touchdown because of a holding call, but he'll get his next weekend. I know for a fact he'll get his. Great game by the Ravens last night. Good game by the Chargers too. It's just you got out coached, and that's all you can say about it. Moving on. We got some precaps for coming up this week. Thanksgiving is on Thursday. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving, by the way. Oh my God, Doug. I hope everybody's having a great getting ready, cooking, whatever the case may be. Be hungry. Get the itis. Sit back. Watch some football. It's going to be some games. Cowboys versus Giants. Bears versus Lions. Dolphins versus Packers. I think the Bears versus Lions is probably be the best game out of the three. That's going to be a better game than what a lot of people expect, in my opinion. But I want to talk about the Giants real quick. We seen what's going on with Malik Neighbors and the rest of the players, saying like last week's loss to Tampa was super soft. Like, they're not saying that the players are soft. They're saying the way they played was soft. Like what they seen on the tape was soft. Like the effort was there. You feel me? The effort's there, but the way they played was just like super soft. You know what I'm saying? Which, when I say it out loud, sounds kind of like contradictory, but like, yeah, I don't know how you give effort, but you play soft. I don't know, but as a coach, Brian Daboll, I mean, if you're trying to save your job, what's the message to the team? Like, you just got your ass kicked by Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. Not saying that I'm not saying that in a bad way, like the Bucs are a bad team, but like you just came off of a bye week. They don't even have all of their best players. They have 3 of their best players in the skill position: Buck, Mike Ev, and White. But outside of that, they don't really have too much on offense. I mean, they got K. Dotton. Their O-line is, pretty good in the run game. But, I mean, outside of that, nothing really stands out about those guys. Their other receiver options don't really stand out. I mean, they're certainly better than what the Giants have right now. I mean, the everything that they have is significantly, not everything, but as a team, Tampa Bay is significantly better than the Giants. Not taking anything away from Tampa Bay. But I just feel like y'all could have played a lot better than what y'all did. So the message to the team is what? What do you say? After you tell the world you're not signing Saquon because of the intangibles of being 27, and the data sheet says that after 27, running backs start to decline. I don't want to pay him this extra $1 million. It's going to be the year of Daniel Jones. Just for week 11 to come and you release Daniel Jones by week 11, he doesn't even make it all the way through the season. You release him after making, now I'm about to get started on that. You release him and then say, all right, I'm not starting QB2, I'm starting QB3 because QB3 is now QB1 for my team because he gives us the best chance to win, which is a lot of bullshit. I think that's the part that we as Giants fans are like most upset about. Like, stop bullshitting us. Stop bullshitting us. Just be transparent. I think if you are like transparent, if you're more transparent than anything, if you're more straightforward than anything, we will get behind that. But you keep doing this run around. You, Brian Daboll and Joe Shane, y'all keep doing this damn run around. Like, oh, we got to execute better. Oh, we got to play better. Oh, it starts with me. Da 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 da. My nigga, excuse me. Y'all are about to lose y'all jobs. Y'all are performing in a horrible fashion. It's not even only like what y'all are putting on the field, what y'all are coaching and placing on the turf, on the grass, when they put their hand in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? When they line up and get set, that's what you putting on the field. That's what you're showing to the world. That's what you're giving to the players and to the other, you know what I'm saying, to the fans. Like, there's no way if I'm Tish, if I'm the Tish family, if I'm the Mara family, there's no way that I let either of y'all stay. You and the rest of y'all staff. I'm doing interviews right now as we speak. Because there's no way I keep y'all around. There's no way. There's no way a draft is coming up and we'll be in one of the top 2 spots for the draft. There's no way in hell I'm letting y'all get y'all greasy ass hands on this next set of draft. There's no way. There's no way. I feel like this draft is too deep and everything that we need for us for y'all to go and do desperate ass shit. That's in my opinion about the Giants. So what's the message? The message is you keep playing for your damn check, players. Play for your damn check and play for next year. Okay? Play for next year. Save yourself. If you're hurt, go get treatment. And if you can't play, if you feel like you can't play, don't force yourself to play, dude. You getting paid regardless. I promise you the fans ain't going to look at you any less because your groin is hurting and you trying to play through the groin injury and they telling you like, yo, this can affect you long term. And you like, nah, I got to play through it for my boy, for my teammates. You know, no, screw that. Screw that. Okay? Screw that. Dex, BB, Okereke, Noob, Phillip. Well, Noob and Phillips got to put more tape on the field. But especially my D line, Dex, BB, offensive side of the ball, Leak got to put some more on the field. I mean, the rookies got to put more on the field, but like the vets, Illuminaire, Runyon, Van Ryn, I'm if I'm hurt, I'm not playing. Because we're only going to set ourselves up to get killed out there. Because I know the man next to me is not going to play to his fullest potential because he does not believe in what the hell is going on in his locker room. He don't believe what the hell is going on in the play calling. He don't believe what the hell is going on in the coaching. He don't believe what the hell is going on in this organization, bro. So if I'm the players, like I seen it on Sunday, these cats, as hard as they played, I've seen better from them. This is the same group from last year with 2 pieces missing on offense and on defense. And I've seen better from them. So there should be like, you know what I'm saying? Like last year we were one of the top teams in turnovers. This year we only have 1 interception in 11 weeks. We only have a couple forced fumbles. Not a couple. We have a handful of forced fumbles this year. I mean, like, it's pathetic. That's what it is. And I can't even, like, I can't be angry because I can't sit there and be like, I can't say, like, I didn't see this coming. I saw this shit coming. I saw this coming. When we was watching Hard Knocks, when the whole world was watching Hard Knocks, I'm like, oh, when we didn't re-sign Barkley, and it came out the reason why we didn't Oh, this just the football gods, baby. What you see the Giants going through is just the football gods. They doing they dudes work. They doing their due diligence. You don't do star players like that, man. Not even star players. You don't do your franchise players like that. You don't do your franchise players like that. Saquon earned every I was about to curse really bad. He earned every penny. Every penny, man, that he asked for. He earned that. He earned that because he was not only the bell cow of this offense, he was the back of the team. He was the back of the team, bro. Your quarterback only did 22 touchdowns in a playoff season. And that's what got him 160 million. But I just went for 1,000. I have a record for 2,000 yards from scrimmage in the same organization when I was getting smacked in the backfield. Man. Now, I'm upset that he went to Philly. Get your money, Saquon. Get your money. I'm still upset that you went to Philly, though. It could have been anywhere else, bro. I feel like you could have went anywhere else, but I digress. I'm going to leave that alone. So, like, the future for the Giants, I mean, you gotta let go of the GM, man. And if you let go of the GM, you gotta let go of the head coach, man. And and it's unfortunate because I love Daves. Unless Daves wants to step down to being an OC again, Daves, you gotta go, man. I'm sorry, man. These players, they do not believe in you anymore, dog. And you can see it all in their faces. You can see it all in the body expressions. You can see it on the tape. You can see it on the field, man. They do not believe in this coaching staff anymore. They don't believe in this organization right now, man. They are clocked out. They clocked out. This like a bad breakup. This is like a relationship where it's like you 2 weeks to like you got like 2 weeks until like I fully like I'm clocked out now, but in like 2 weeks I'm definitely clocking out and I'm not clocking back in. Like, you feel me? Like, this is a lunch break for me right now. But once I come back and then I realize it's not getting any better, oh yeah, I'm punching out and I'm not coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna get real. It's gonna get watched. Players are gonna start getting hurt and they're gonna start sitting down and they're not gonna play. I can, you know, it already started so far, but it's just gonna snowball. And last thing I got for the Giants is like, who do they draft? I think that they need whoever. If they're at the 1 spot, draft Shedeur. If they're at the 2 spot and Shadeur's not there, you got to draft Cam Ward. If you don't draft one or the other, if you don't draft one or the other, and you didn't trade back out of one of those 2 spots to load up for the next draft or something like that, and you didn't get like a bridge quarterback, like you didn't sign Matthew Stafford or you didn't sign like a really good bridge quarterback. I feel like I would probably commit grand larceny and vandalism. I would probably very much so attempt to burn down MetLife Stadium. I promise you, like you really cannot drive Giants fans more insane than not doing that. And then I'm seeing guys say like, oh, flip Brian Burns, flip Dex. People don't realize how much, like, yeah, we have a whole bunch of other holes missing, but literally in one season, all it takes is one season for it to snowball and for players to want to come here. I feel like if we get either a bridge quarterback for our rookie to sit behind, or if we get a really good rookie and they come in and they can start day one, I don't want to put that pressure on him, but they can start and flip this around day one. And we could get that Jaden Daniels effect. We can get that CJ Stroud effect. We can get that Caleb Williams effect. You feel me? We could get these young quarterback effects. The Lamar Jackson effect. Even Patrick Mahomes effect. Even though Patrick Mahomes came the year after. But Lamar Jackson's a great example because he played the back end of year one. If we could get that effect, ball is in our park, man. Ball is in our park because we got the D-line talent. The linebackers a little shaky, but we have the linebackers there. Our secondary can use a lot of help, but that's easy to focus on and build if we can do the right things and take the right steps necessary. Offensively, we know we got to replace some holes on offense. Biggest one being the quarterback. We've lost a lot of games by one possession. And I feel like the difference in those games is the quarterback play. But I'm going to leave that at that. I feel like we draft. My dream draft would be Shedeur in the first round. Either an edge rusher or a corner in the second round. Maybe even like interior O-line in the second round if it's there, but normally it's not. So, well, it might be, but edge or interior D-line. I'm sorry, edge or corner. My favorite corner would be, I don't think Jordan Burch would be there on edge from Oregon, but corner, I really like Trey Amos from Ole Miss if he's coming out of the draft, or one of those Big 12 corners, either Mello or Kobe. I like one of those two as well if they're going to be there. I like those guys. They play really good. No, I cannot answer. Third round, a running back. Hopefully Trey Henderson is there, Quinshon Judkins, or Ollie Gordon. One of those three guys. I would love to have one of those three guys in our backfield. And then fourth round, draft a wide receiver. Hopefully one of the, maybe you could get a guy that has really good rapport with Shedeur, like Will Shepard, LeJohntay Wester if he's there. Hopefully if they're there. And yeah, that's that for my first 4 picks. I have to see. I know we have like 8 picks, but for my first 4 picks, that's how I would like for it to go. Essentially, I would like that's how I like for it to go. There's some, maybe you might be able to get O-line in that second or third round, but I feel like after the second round is like it's a really large drop off of O-line talent and production. So if you don't get them in the first 2 rounds, there's no point in getting them in like the third to 7th. I mean, you might get lucky in the third, but like after like third round, I really don't. I have to do my research before I say that, but but from my knowledge though, I really don't know any great O lineman that came from like the 4th and on. Too often, in my opinion. Can the Cowboys make a last minute push in the season? Yeah, I just said they have 3 wins. They got 3 wins coming up. If they can win those 3 games, they'll be like 8-7, I think, because they're 5-7 now. No, they're 4-7 now, so they'll be 7-7. Are you here? Oh, I ain't even. Why you ain't say nothing? Talk about he been in here, nigga. I've been in here. The fuck. I hate when people try pump fake like you been here. You ain't been here. Why is it not? Nah, I ain't see nothing. Turn your camera on, turn your mic on, nigga. Let the world hear you. You owe these people an apology, bro. You owe these people an apology, dog. Go ahead.
Bro.
No, I ain't bro shit. Go ahead and apologize to these people, man.
I'm sorry, yo.
Yeah,
man.
Listen, man. You take over for like a hot second. I need to take this call real quick.
What are we talking about right now?
What the Giants need to do to improve. And
I heard you tell us you was going to commit arson.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, I was talking about the draft, like what draft pieces we would need. Just go ahead, touch up on that, and then the Cowboys, because I was talking about the Giants versus Cowboys. What can the Cowboys make a push to the playoffs with the schedule that they have remaining? They got the Giants, Bengals, Panthers in the next 3, and I think they're 4-7 after the win with the Commanders. That'll make them 7-7. They're 2 games out of being 3 game. No.
Yeah, but if I was them, I would not do that.
Well, you talk about it and you tell them why. I'll take this phone call real quick. Hold on.
Gotcha. Yeah, if I'm the Cowboys, I'm getting a good draft pick. Going to the playoffs and losing first round ain't gonna be nothing for you. Like you're gonna go up there, make a push in the season. You have no quarterback. Who you playing with Cooper Rush? Like you're gonna make a push to get all the way to the playoffs just to be mid and lose. Like and then get like a non-good draft pick. So you might as well take your L. Everybody getting hurt. I'm not gonna say tank, but you might as well nail it in and get you a good draft pick at this point. Go get you some extra talent. Like obviously you probably gonna keep that because you got that large contract. Unless you got somebody that'll take them. Go get you a nice receiver. Help that defense or get you one of somebody. But don't don't please don't go make the playoffs for no reason. Please. Because there's absolutely no point. Because you're gonna lose in the first round. And now you're gonna have a middle of first round draft pick. Just get you a high draft pick, call it a day. Tank.
Tank?
I believe these teams need to tank. The Giants tank. Cowboys tank. You have nothing to play for.
Well,
get you a good draft.
Well, that's the thing. Like their remaining schedule is not hard, so they have winnable games.
What is the point? What's the point?
Well, here's the thing.
Mike McCarthy, you're fired anyway.
Actually, Jerry just said that.
I heard what he said. I heard what Jerry said.
I think if he loses this game on Thursday, which I doubt, I think that Micah Parsons and company is looking like, yo, we gonna kill. You
see what the Panthers just did to the Chiefs? They just took them in overtime.
Yeah, but come on now.
Listen.
Come on now.
Tank, good brothers. Tank. You will, because you're going to go to the playoffs and get smoked.
But at least you went to the playoffs, though.
But what does that mean? Like, that's not good. That's not good enough. The Cowboys, what y'all roster look like, y'all supposed to be contention. So y'all not contenders.
Mm-hmm.
Start to take the high draft pick.
I think, but what they're looking for in the okay, so you saying what they looking for in the draft ain't gonna be there between 15 to 20?
Okay. What are they gonna get? Like when you can be between 5 and 7.
You're not gonna be with 4 wins. You're not gonna be with 6 wins. You're not gonna be between 5 and 10.
That's why I said don't lose. They shouldn't have lost last game. They should have lost. Lose. Take.
So
take.
Listen, these the rest of the games. These the rest of the games. Giants, W. Bengals. Both teams are 4-7. That's a toss-up.
Bengals gonna beat them.
Panthers, W. Should be. Bucks, L. Eagles, L. Oh yeah, they're not making it.
And why do you want to make it?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's what I mean. For Jerry doesn't want to lose. Jerry's a guy who don't want to lose. He's a guy that want to win. Because regardless of where they end up in the draft, they end up drafting really damn good. I give the Cowboys that. They draft really damn good every year.
They do. So imagine if they get high in draft pick.
I think regardless, I think they're going to go get a running back.
You see me, 8-ball.
Yeah, we see it, nigga. It would have been nice. It would have been nice an hour ago. But
sometimes things happen.
Yeah. You was just up 20 minutes before an hour ago. You look like you crying. Wipe your right eye. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just see them but I see them being between like 8 and 13. I see them falling between 8 and 13. Possibly they'll probably be like 8 to 10. They'll be 8 to 10 most likely. But they're gonna win like at least
2 more games.
2 more max, or no, 2 more minimum. But they're definitely winning. They definitely have winnable games on this roster, on this schedule. I said for the Giants, I said, my first 4 rounds. Yeah, we're not winning shit no more. We're not winning.
Okay, but my thing is, sorry, go back to the Cowboys. Once that said he's having a he's having surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Should have nailed it since then. CD, you had that AC sprain. Take it, Micah. Take it, Micah.
Well, Micah got to play for a contract. I think Micah has to play for a contract.
He doesn't have to do a damn thing.
Micah got to play for a contract.
They gonna pay that man regardless.
Yeah, but I mean, think about think about Jamar Chase situation. If Jamar
Okay.
if Jamar would have continued to held out and not do what he's doing now, the leverage for what he wants to get paid later is not going to be what it can be. You feel me? Like what the potential could
They
be.
shouldn't have paid him because you know they about to have to pay him back.
They gonna have, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. That's why Micah has to play. I feel like he has to play so that you can get the potential of what could be instead of what the market is. You could shit on the market if you do what you're supposed to do. That's just my point.
Yeah,
we want our players. We want these players to get paid, right? We want these black men, and I just said
he's gonna get paid regardless.
I want these athletes to get paid regardless.
He's gonna get paid.
Right, but he's gonna get paid the market. He's gonna reset the market by a couple mil. He can reset the market by a lot of mil if he presents it to the table like, look what I did when I didn't have to. You feel me? I could have sat out.
Yeah.
JC is going to be like, I could have sat out. But look what I did. I'm about to set a record. I'm about to be the Triple Crown winner, and we're losing. Cha-ching!
Jamar already got what, like 12 touchdowns?
Yeah. And I think he's already at like 1,200 receiving.
Yeah, at least. No, I know he's like at least at 1,100.
I think he's at, I thought he was at like 12, 20 something. And then I know he leads the league in receptions. So I mean, he about to be Triple Crown and they're 4-7. Joe Burrow's about to lead in all quarterback statistics damn near, and they're 4-7.
Lamar is leading the league in passing yards.
Now, because
And
Joe Burrow ain't play though. When Joe Burrow come back and play, you know that's gonna go back and forth until the end of the season. And I'm not trying to like debunk Lamar, but they're on the bye this week, so that's probably why he like jumped him right away.
And we haven't had our bye yet.
Yeah, so and I can imagine that y'all gonna get jumped. Lamar's gonna get jumped that week too, because y'all bye is not for another 2 weeks. Damn.
After next week.
After next week, so yeah, 2 more
So
weeks this week.
bye.
Yeah, that's shit. That's gonna be perfect timing though. For everybody.
Yeah, right after that tough Eagles game.
Yeah, it's gonna be lovely. College teams eliminated from the playoffs. We have, from what I've seen, was Alabama, LSU, and Ole Miss. As a matter of fact, wait a minute, they just dropped the thing about an hour ago. Yeah. Hold on, wait, let me see. I didn't even.
Eastern Colorado on right now.
Let's see. CFP.
It's not updated.
It's not updated yet?
It's 49 minutes ago.
I want to go like to the latest tweets, but I'm not seeing anything like at the last
8 p.m. Eastern. It just dropped in. 8.
It's gonna
today.
drop it. Yeah, it's supposed to drop like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to revisit that another day.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I know LSU, Bama, and Ole Miss. I don't think they make it. LSU, LSU was definitely not making it. Ole Miss definitely not making it. But Alabama, I think I seen Alabama sitting at like 13 on Sunday when I seen like the updated poll rankings. I think.
Be surprised.
What? But
they won't try to get Bama in.
But there's like absolutely no absolute way. There's no absolute way. You can't force them boys in, bruh. There's no way. That's so foul to the teams that's ahead of them. Because if they're losing to Oklahoma, they're losing to Vanderbilt. That means this team is not as good as what they proclaim to be. That's a fact. But I guess for the viewership and the ratings, yeah, we want to see Alabama versus LSU. We want to see Alabama versus Georgia. We'd love to see that in the playoffs. But, like, them boys ain't earn it. And moving on, for the last team, can Colorado keep their playoff hopes alive? They have to win this game.
It's looking slim.
It's looking very slim. But they have to win this game this weekend. They play on Friday, right?
Yeah.
They got to win this game on Friday. That's cool. They play on Friday. Win this game, and then hope that Iowa State loses and that Arizona State loses. Arizona State is very unlikely.
Or
BYU loses, which is also very unlikely. That's very unlikely, though.
It was unlikely when Houston beat Kansas State. Crazy thing happened in college football.
What's the odds? Where's that game at? Is that at Houston?
No, it's probably at BYU.
Let me see.
Last game of the season.
Let me see. Big 12. Yeah, it's at BYU, and BYU is favored. Matchup predictor has them at 87.1%.
Yeah. No, it's a long one.
It's a 13-point spread.
The only damn word about is Arizona State. That's a rivalry game, so you know how those get. Like Kansas State can definitely beat Iowa State.
Yeah, that's a 2.5 spread, and the money line is 115. I might take Kansas State on that if I'm being for Kansas State and Iowa State.
What about Arizona State?
Arizona State is a long shot. Spreads at 8.5. Matchup predictor is 71.5% for Arizona State.
Yeah. It's a long shot, but
I need T-Mac to go. I need T-Mac to go off.
Crazy things will happen.
Yeah, I need T-Mac to go off. It's gonna be an interesting weekend for ball. Absolutely, yeah. It's gonna be an interesting weekend. I would love to.
But he lost. Colorado lost all his fight because you could all you had to do was win, and you control your destiny, and you fucked it up. So
yeah, that's true.
Whatever happens now.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? That goes back to what I was saying on Twitter last week when they announced all those Colorado players playing in the Shrine Bowl in the East and West Bowl, and players and people were like, "Why is Shedeur playing? He's a first round pick. In my opinion, I made two statements. One, to help uplift his teammates.
Well, all his receivers are playing in there.
Yeah, so and to help raise their draft stock. Yeah, and raise their draft stock, and then also. Just in case if they did run into a hiccup and they were cut a game short, and he can at least put an additional set of film out there with other players as well. Compared to
film, bro.
I know, but you get what I'm saying, though. You get what I'm saying. Like, let's say he plays a shitty game next week on Friday, God forbid. But let's say he does, and then he plays terrible in the bowl game, and then he makes up for it. He plays spectacular in the Shrine Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
I think everybody knows what Shedeur is at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. But then I feel like there's still more doubters that need to be proved wrong.
He's pretty much a number one quarterback all around.
I think he's the most pro ready. The one thing you know what I noticed about Cam Ward this weekend that I did not like, and I just noticed this, but then like as I started to remember watching all the games that I did watch him play at Wazoo earlier this year, the JUCO. He, as calm as he is in the pocket, he is flat-footed in the pocket.
Yeah.
He does not he is flat-footed in the pocket. Now, that doesn't mean he can't move and he can't escape. But, like, not everybody not everybody is, ACC slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying the ACC is slow, but, like, not everybody, the ACC was not. It was top heavy this year. It was 3 teams, and then
I don't even think it was top heavy. It was pretty much trash.
It was 3 teams. It was Clemson, SMU, and Miami, and that was it. I mean, Louisville had their shot, but
a little bit. It was undefeated for a little bit.
But was they impressive though?
I think so.
That wasn't me at least, but I mean, you get what I'm saying though. You get what I'm saying, like. I would like to see, like, when the playoffs come, you're going to have to move your feet, my man. Like, that O-line ain't going to be able to hold up too much longer when you run into them bigger boys.
Well, feel almost he was
Too
too
calm,
relaxed. Like,
too
they're just
relaxed. Yeah, like
no urgency to him.
yeah, like move a little bit for me, my man's. Move a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Like you're not like NFL. You're not just gonna be a statue actor. Like he literally sometimes didn't move. Like he just protected
Ex-
himself out. He just sat there.
exactly, exactly. So I think that was like my main issue. That's my only issue. And then
My thing with him, I feel as though if he goes to a team that's not like Toronto to open talent, it's gonna show.
you think so?
Yeah, because he got no good one. He has the arm talent though.
I think
Cam
he can make
Warriors
every
can't.
throw.
Yeah, definitely. He probably has more arm talent than Shador. If we're being honest.
I think he has more arm strength than Shador. I think he has a better deep
Yeah.
ball. I think he's got a better deep ball.
Nah, I think Shador has better accuracy everywhere, but
Accuracy, but like
he
deep
has
ball
more
though.
power though.
Yeah,
He has
that's what I'm
more
saying.
power.
I'm saying he has a better like a deep throw accuracy, like a deep ball. I want to say deep ball accuracy, but just deep ball power. I think he can get the ball
Yeah,
down there a little further than Shador.
That's
Oh,
why I said
it
arm
dropped.
talent wise. But I think Shador just processes at a different level, and his accuracy is at a different level.
Why is it
And
just
and I believe Shador can go to a team that has a bad O line and still make shit cheap.
New York? New York, New
And
York,
still make some cheap.
New
Not
York, New
saying he gonna
York.
be like fucking CJ Stroud and do the damn thing. But
I
I feel as
think
though
if we get him, though, that's going to attract what we need for him to be that. You get what I'm saying? I feel like if they like, first of all, what I was saying about the Giants, Joe Shane and Brian Daboll cannot have their hands on this next draft. They can't. They cannot.
I was here. I got here as soon as it started.
I can't. They can't have their hands on their next draft because people say like, oh, let them choose their quarterback. Let them choose their quarterback. They didn't get to choose their
But Joe
quarterback.
Ian has drafted pretty well though.
He had one great draft. Not even
I mean,
great.
how long has he been down?
Three.
Seeing?
He had one good draft.
I feel Deontay was a reach.
Deontay, we picked Deontay over Joey Porter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. Deontay's in Baltimore. You know he own team.
Mm-hmm.
But I can say Deontay was a reach. When y'all got him at 20 something, there's
14.
nothing that made me think he was gonna go that fast. Except he ran a fast 40.
14, that was like a Wink thing. I think that was a Joe Shane and a Wink thing because Wink loved him coming out of the draft.
I was like, oh, okay, Deontay. Shout out to Joe.
Yeah, I think he was like 14, and then Forbes went 15, and then Porter
I
was
know
like
Mars was crazy that
Porter.
year.
Yeah,
Against Maryland.
yeah.
That was
Porter went right after those two. So, and Porter's the best of the
Porter in
three.
the second round.
To the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's the best of the three.
Yep.
And it's not even close.
Yep.
Yeah, man, they can't have their hands on this next draft. People say they didn't get to choose their quarterback. They did.
So who y'all gonna pick? Who's gonna be the black dude?
The assistant GM.
The one that was at the Colorado practice?
Yeah, that's our assistant GM. He might be up there for interviewing, or Joe Douglas, because Joe Douglas just got fired. But if you look at Joe Douglas' draft history, it's pretty damn good. He knows how to build a team. I just think he missed on the quarterbacks. But I don't think you can miss on a quarterback this year. There's no way. If you're 1 or 2, you can't miss.
I mean, I feel as though it's only really 2 options. That's fine.
I feel like if we're at 3 and both of them are gone, you got to trade back.
Nah, both of them ain't gonna be gone at 3.
By 3? It depends on who's at 1 and 2. Like, let's say the Raiders are at 1 and I don't know. Who else needs a quarterback? The Titans. Let's say the Titans are at 2.
So, yeah, you're right.
Boom, boom. Back to back. We're going to have to bid up. We're going to have to trade up if we want one of them.
I love the Giants for you, but Sheffield, Oakland, and Vegas would be so bad.
But there's nobody there. They would have to massively they have the 2 tight ends. They got Bowers and Myers.
Yeah, they need to get a receiver.
But they need a receiver.
Their defense not bad.
No, it's not. But they need a receiver and they need a running back. They need multiple receivers and multiple running backs. They do not have that.
Yeah.
They don't have that.
So then, I don't know. Somebody needs to do what the Texans did. Take 2 and 3. Like somebody needs to do that.
To take
And
both
this
of them?
draft, I don't think they're gonna let you because like I feel as though and the Texans kind of finesse. Remember they got 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas, somebody needs to do that.
Vegas has the most bidding power to do that.
That's
They
all.
have the most.
That's
We're right there, but I don't know if we want to sacrifice that much to be able to do that because we have 8 picks, but then people were talking about flipping some of the players and starting all over from scratch, which
nah.
I don't think you need to do that. I don't think you need to
That
flip.
team ain't that far up.
I don't think you need to flip Dex. I don't think you need to flip Brian Burns. I don't think you need to flip Andrew. Andrew Thomas is a little bit more questionable to me because every year he seems to get hurt. But
We
like,
said the same thing about Ronnie. Then Ronnie just happened to shake back.
yeah, that's true. At the right time.
Thank God.
At the right time. So you know,
Thank
I
God.
don't. I feel like if we're at like 2, let's say let's say it's Jacksonville, Giants, Raiders. I feel like the Raiders are going to contact Jacksonville and be like, listen, the Giants ain't taking Travis Hunter. So we can trade up to 1. We'll give you our 3rd. You know what I'm saying? And you can take whatever, what do we have to do to get that one
But if
spot?
Jacksonville's at 1, you don't think they're gonna take Trav?
They won't, but that's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. It depends on who's behind them.
Oh, it's because it's like y'all not gonna take Trav.
We're not taking Travis. We're taking a
Y'all
quarterback.
need a quarterback, yeah. So they can get assets and still get Trav, essentially.
Exactly.
I don't want to play like that.
But that's the thing. Like, if it's a bidding, it'd be a bidding war, and that's why we need to have that number 1 spot. We need to have that number. If we want Shador that bad, we need to have that number 1 spot.
The door in New York go crazy.
We already got the billboards up, bro. We got the Nike app billboards. You feel me? We got the legendary. It's meant to be. He's football royalty, bro. In New York, it's meant to be.
First black quarterback ever drafted by the Giants.
Exactly.
You think Deion fucking with that? Because
Like I said, Joe Shane. If the whole world just watched what he just did and how you didn't mishandle not one, but you not mistreated, mishandled. It's a far difference. So it's a very great difference between being mistreated and being mishandled. Mishandled Saquon in his contract just to go on Hard Knocks and say we didn't do it because he had 900 carries in college, and at 27 the data sheet says that they're declining, and then you let him go. Not only do you let him go for absolutely nothing, but you also say it's the year of Daniel Jones. We signed him to this contract, and it wasn't to just turn around and hand the ball off. That's what you said. And then by week 11, the year of Daniel Jones, we didn't pay him just to hand the ball off, is no longer handing the ball off anywhere as of right now, as of today. He hasn't signed with any other team. We released him. But then in that time you released him, you benched him on the bye week. You announced it on Monday at the beginning of the bye week. And then not even the beginning of the bye week. At the beginning of game week, you announced that you're benching him. And then on top of that, you have him taking reps at safety. You allowed him to take reps at safety because allegedly he asked to do that. Apparently, in a report, he asked to practice safety reps to help the team get ready. And you allowed that to happen. That should have got them fired right then and there. Should have got them fired. But I just think it's really nasty, bro. It's really sad what they did. And I just don't think, like, if I'm Deion and I see that those guys are there still, oh, hell yeah. Hey. Swap with somebody. We not doing that. Nah, not my boy. No, sir. You will not have your hands. No, absolutely not. Nah. I will come in and shake that shit. I'll come and take over before I let y'all know. And I don't think it's gonna go that way, but I do think it's gonna be something similar to like we not doing that. Because the whole world just seen what just happened with Daniel Jones, and I'll be damned if y'all think y'all gonna do that with my son. Nah. So yeah, I think if we're in the one spot for the draft, we're safe. But if we're in two and the Raiders are behind us because Jacksonville's at one, we're in trouble. I think we're in trouble. So we need to finish. We need to finish long spots before the Raiders do. We need to. If we're not one, we need to finish 2, and they need to be like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I really think it's like because Brady had Brady in Vegas too. I really think they're gonna probably get him to Vegas.
Yeah, and I keep seeing that too. But here's the thing though. It's something in Brady's contract that says that he can't. Even though he's the owner, he can't. I guess that's only on game days. He can't interact with the players.
No, but they asked it. They even said they're gonna contact him and like he's gonna help them with their next quarterback instead.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be between. It's gonna be one of those two, and I think if like Tom Brady's like, hey, you guys need to lose these games so y'all can beat up the Giants to get Shador. I mean, listen, I'm fine with Cam Ward too. I would love to have Shador. I feel like it's a culture. It'll revolutionize New York. I ain't gonna lie to you. We will evolve as a fan base, as an organization. It'll change. We'll get new uniforms. I just feel that all that will come. I can see it happening right now. And I feel like he's just made for that New York environment. I'm not gonna lie, that heat of New York, I feel like he lives in that. You know what I'm saying? He thrives in that. So I just feel like that's why he's a better fit in New York than the rest of the other quarterbacks. But like I said, if we're not in those positions to draft those quarterbacks, and there's not like a good like top 10 pick right there worthy enough for us to take, trade that shit back. Trade it back, sign a bridge quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
So, whoa. If you have an opportunity to take Travis Hunter, you're not going to do it? Trade it back?
Nah, we're going to trade it back. I'm going to waste his talent. What am I going to do with him if I don't have a quarterback to get him the ball?
But you just said I can sign a bridge quarterback.
That's true, but like it depends on what bridge quarterback. I'm not going to throw him out there in the fire. Like what if my bridge quarterback is Marcus Mariota? Nah, Gino's under contract for like another 2 years.
Is he still under contract for Seattle?
Yeah, he gonna be under contract for like.
Or Jameis. Jameis would be solid for him.
I think Jameis gonna re-sign with the Browns. I think they re-sign him.
Yeah, especially after he pulls Achilles.
Yeah, he's gonna re-sign him. And then
but
Matthew Stafford might be there though. Like
if you told Jameis, you can either play with the Browns. Yeah, he gonna play with the Browns.
Yeah, he gonna play with the Browns. He gonna stay right where he at. Yeah.
Right there.
So predictions. We're gonna do these predictions. We're gonna close out on predictions. Thanksgiving predictions. Cowboys versus Giants. Who you got?
Say it again, bro.
We're gonna do our predictions. We're gonna close out on the predictions. Cowboys versus Giants. Who you got?
Cowboys or Giants?
No, Cowboys or Giants. Who you got on Thursday for Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
I got the Cowboys. I got the Cowboys winning that game.
Yeah.
I think Jerry's gonna make it a
statement.
I think Drew Lock is actually starting.
Oh, give me this, because I know Drew Lock gonna throw that ball.
He is gonna throw that ball.
Give me the Giants.
But he is gonna be.
Is everybody else playing for y'all? Like Brian Burns is playing? Dak's playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Giants. If Drew Lock is playing, he should have played. I don't know why this time to beat him.
Because they're trying to lose on purpose. Yeah. That's why.
But
they're taking the right way. Yeah, well, I think Tommy DeVito got killed in the other game because he didn't want to throw the damn ball. So, I mean, so he's hurt. He might not play. He might not be able to play.
Yeah, give me Drew Lock, man. Give me Drew Lock in the Giants.
Yeah, Dave's already said if Tommy's good to go, we're starting Tommy. But I think Drew Lock is
If
Bears
Tommy
versus the
plays,
Lions.
give me the Cowboys. You said who were in the Lions?
Bears versus the Lions.
Come on.
You want to take the Lions?
Yeah, hell yeah. BTA. Long
BTA.
day for Caleb. Long day for Caleb. Long day.
I'm gonna give a hot take. I'm gonna say the Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a really good game. I think it's gonna be closer to what everybody think it's gonna be.
That's on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, and it's a home game for Detroit. It's in Detroit.
BTA.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears. I'm gonna be a little different. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna take the Bears. Dolphins versus Packers. Dolphins just caught heat with Tua on the winning streak.
Packers.
Take the Packers.
Yeah. The Dallas Steelers, of course.
I think Xavier McKinney's gonna pick off Tua a couple times. I'm gonna take the Packers too. Dolphins did catch heat though. They have a chance to make the playoffs if they get a win streak.
Yeah, Carolina did be lovely in my fantasy.
But it's running though. I mean not running. It's gonna be snowing though.
Yeah,
Give me the Packers. Give me the Packers. Yeah.
Once they hit under 6 degrees, the Dolphins don't know how to play.
Yeah. They ain't Dolphins no more. Them niggas is guppies. Friday night football, Black Friday football, Chiefs versus the Raiders. Who you got?
What's the chance?
Chiefs versus Raiders, Friday night football.
Jeez.
Are we so sure after Sunday? Division game.
No,
their division games. Like most of their division games that they play. I mean, well, they beat the dog piss out the Raiders every time. But like when they played the Broncos, it was super close. When they played the Chargers, it was super close.
Yeah. Chiefs.
Chiefs. All right. And I think it's at Kansas City too. So I got the Raiders.
Some way, somehow, the refs gonna help them.
Well, no, who's starting
They're the new
quarterback?
Patriots, bro. They're the new Patriots. Like,
If
some way, somehow, they're gonna find a way to win.
you think even if Daniel Jones joins them, they're not gonna win?
Going to the Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
I think I heard that he was signing with Minnesota. That he plans on signing with Minnesota.
Daniel Jones gonna get a job next year too.
He's gonna get a starting job somewhere. It's just not here.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Just not here. Just not here. And then we got the 1 p.m. games for Sunday. I just marked the biggest ones that I thought were most important. I didn't do all the 1 p.m. games. There's 3 big 1 p.m. games that I think are going to be must watch, and that's Steelers versus Bengals. Who you got? I got the Bengals winning that game. I
want the Bengals to win, but that defense is atrocious.
It is atrocious, but like, is their
But
defense?
the Steelers' offense not really high powered.
Yeah, is their offense better than the Bengals?
If the Bengals can stop the run, and they have stopped the run, they will stop an our run.
Yeah,
So
I think Derrick Henry only had 60 yards.
To beat the Bengals.
Yeah, I got the Bengals
Oh
winning
yeah,
that
give
game.
me the Bengals.
I got the Bengals winning that game.
I never picked the bitches anyway. Yeah, give me the Bengals.
Yeah. Chargers versus the Falcons.
Chargers.
Falcons coming off a bye week.
Belt. Satan, not belt. But Chargers don't win. Yeah. Yeah, Chargers don't win. I didn't know Chargers had the number 1 defense.
I know they're top. I know they're top 3. I don't think they're number 1. I think they're number 1 in zone defense.
Number 1 scoring defense. I'm sorry.
I know they run them. I know they're the most successful rate in like when they're running zone. I want to say the Falcons. I really do. I really do want to say the Falcons in this game. They're coming off a bye week, and they need this win to stay ahead in the division. And I think
they're winning the division.
They're leading their division. Yeah, I told you they were going to make the playoffs. I told you they were making the playoffs. I told you that they were going to win this division. And I don't think Tampa Bay can come back and win this division. I do not see that.
How many games are they above Tampa?
Tampa's 5-6. Falcons are 6-5. So,
but this Mike Evans' first game is back, right?
Second game back.
Did they win last week?
They beat the dog piss out of us,
Oh yeah.
but he didn't score though. So,
How do you look?
half stepping for real.
The way he heard this, Rich Baltimore knew he was gonna be out in a minute. That shit look bad.
It did look bad. So yeah, I got the. It's a must-win game for the Falcons. Chargers, is it a must-win game for the
I
Chargers?
just sound like a must got to win too. For real.
7-4, yeah. But they're still like, I think even if they drop to 7-5, they'll be the 7th seed though. Broncos would be the.
Yeah, they beat the Broncos too.
Yeah, but the Broncos would be like the 6th seed because their Broncos are 7-4.
Yeah, who else? Who would be coming from the AFC?
Oh my God, but their run
Miami.
defense isn't all that good though, and the Chargers run the shit out the ball. But there's no JK though. JK might not play.
You got Big Gus. Big Gus can tote that thing. For us, he could.
Give me the Falcons. Give me the
Big
Falcons.
Gus used to tote that motherfucker for Baltimore. Don't act like he did.
Give me the Falcons, and I'm gonna take them by 4. 4 points. They're gonna win by 4 points. They're gonna score a last-minute touchdown to win the game. Yeah, game-winning drive, scoring a touchdown. They need to win the game. 4 p.m. games. I only circled one. That's the Eagles versus the Ravens. I don't care about the other two.
You know, I don't want it.
I'm taking it. I'm taking the Ravens.
No, okay. If Roquan doesn't play, I don't know.
This is what I just said before you had joined. I said that if you can keep the Eagles at 3rd and 6 and longer, 3rd, 7 and longer, you have a very good chance at beating them. You have a
If
very
we
good.
stop Saquon, we have a good job.
Yeah, if you could keep them from out of like 3rd and 5, 2nd and 5, you could keep them from like the short range yardage. You got a good shot. But 3rd and 1. You're lucky that you got a bye week right after these niggas. You're lucky you got a bye week right after these cats, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to see them. I want to see a 4-1. Cause I like our hogs. We got hogs now.
Yeah, you do. Is Meatball back yet?
We one of the few teams that got hogs.
Is Meatball back yet?
I don't know. I gotta check.
Cause I know he was on IR. When did I need to see when he comes back? I didn't check to see if he came back yet. But that would be if he came back this weekend. That would be huge.
Yeah,
that would be huge. I forgot. I just now remembered that he was on IR.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that'd be huge if he could come back for this game. Like I said, bro, every game is like. You think so? It would make sense. It would make sense. Y'all been doing good in the run, stopping the run.
Well, we still got Broderick Jones. We still got Broderick Washington, Travis Jones. We got hogs in the middle.
Good. Yeah, Brent Urban was doing pretty good in the run too.
With Urban and Matty BK, put that 5 down front. I like our 5 down front against a lot of people.
Yeah, I do think you do need Roquan back for this game, though.
Yeah.
You do need Roquan back. He did a great job the other night, though.
No, he didn't.
He didn't start off good. He didn't start good, but he finished the damn game really well. Cause Zach Orr was like, "All right, I'm not dropping you."
But Orr, you ain't never seen 49 plays as many snaps as he did.
Yeah, that's true. But he was playing out of position though. He's not good in coverage. We know that for a fact. But when he was blitzing though, he was blowing that center the hell up. He was doing a damn good job blowing that A gap up. I give him credit.
They got that like 20-yard run. He didn't even feel it. Like he was like,
he got caught up. He got caught up. You talk about the one where like where JK like kind of baited him to cut into and then he cut back out. Yeah.
Right into the B gap.
Yeah. He got caught up, bro. He got caught up in traffic.
At Ohio State, he was.
He got
I don't know what.
He's just playing out of position, dog. That's all it is. He's just playing out of
position. At Ohio State, he was an awful linebacker.
Man, was he good in coverage though?
Yeah.
No, exactly. Exactly.
He was alright.
Saquon and Henry. I'm excited to see that matchup.
I want to see this.
That's going to be a great matchup. But because it's those two and they've been having such a successful season, it's taken away from the fact that what we've talked about for so long for the past couple of years, Lamar versus Jalen, and we haven't seen that yet.
This their first time playing?
I believe so. Because the last time we played y'all, is the year that we went to the playoffs, and I don't think that Lamar played Jalen. I don't think they played each other yet. They might have. If they did, I don't remember. I don't remember the last outcome the last time.
We ready showed you a real dude, man. We about to show y'all a real dude.
All right, okay. I want y'all. I'm gonna say tone it down just a little bit because these niggas is real.
It sound good until you see 8 Ball back there.
That is true. Yo, what he did to what's the name? What's that line?
Bosa said it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my
no!
god.
What he did to Bosa was nasty. But I'm talking about the joint where he flicked it forward to Andrews, where the D tackle, the nose tackle came up and he just, excuse me, he matrixed them and he said, excuse me.
Only thing I'm worried about is Carter on Falele, man.
They're going to double the shit out of him. But luckily they, well, not luckily, I hate saying that, but like Brandon Graham.
Luckily, Falele is strong.
He plays on the left side, right?
No, he plays right guard.
I thought Macari was playing right guard.
Right.
So Ricard plays left guard. Does Ben Cleveland play left guard?
Ben Cleveland on the starter.
I could have sworn he played the other night though.
Macari was more left guard, I think.
I thought it was the other way. I thought Falele was on the left side and Macari was on the
I
right
know it's
side.
a fact. 77 was on the right side.
Okay.
I know for a fact.
I just feel like the Henry and the Saquon matchup, both teams have been really successful in stopping the run on the teams that they played recently. I guess the way that y'all formula is,
we gotta get that outside zone on it. Because they got the 2 rhinoceroses in the middle, you know.
Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter are monsters, dog.
Yeah,
it's monsters. But I feel like y'all play calling, it has to be fluid. It has to have some type of rhythm to it. Like it can't.
We gotta hit the matches.
Yeah, it can't be too predictable. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Chargers did a really good job on knowing when y'all were running stretch, when y'all were running a wide zone. I feel like if y'all get caught up in them situations again, them corners in that pass rush mesh really good for the Eagles. Y'all don't want to be third and long against them dudes because when they pin their ears back, they get to the passer.
The good thing about the Eagles linebackers are not their best, GT, and I think we can take advantage of them back.
But I ain't gonna lie, N'Kobe been playing really good. He been playing out his body. He been playing out his body.
Like I said, he's cool.
He been playing out his body. But they don't come out. I think they come out more in like a dime look. They come out with like
you can't
5.
Come out of dime against us.
Shit, I bet you they will.
Yeah, we put up 22 on that ass.
I guarantee you, y'all come out and y'all line them tight ends out wide. Them niggas gonna be in a dime look. Y'all put them tight ends in the slot. Y'all running the pistol and y'all run them niggas in the slot, and y'all got Bait and Zay on the outside.
We gonna run that bitch down their throat. They're gonna die.
They're gonna die in that. They're gonna live and die in that dime.
You better get about that.
But yeah, I think on the
that's
third downs, it's gonna be crucial.
Great game.
That's gonna be that's gonna be the game that I lock in on all day.
You know I'm rolling with.
We gonna be in here for it?
Yeah, we can be in Discord.
Bet. 8 p.m. game, 49ers at Bills.
I don't know what's up with the Niners. Give me the Bills.
No Trent Williams, no Brock Purdy, no Bosa.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. No
Big Trent not playing?
Big Trent. Well, I don't know if he's not playing this week. I know he didn't play last weekend against the Packers. I know Block's 30.
Against the Packers either?
No, and Bosa
did not. Still a tight game.
Bosa didn't play. No, the hell it was not.
It wasn't?
38-10.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, they got their ass kicked. Bad.
What's wrong with Brock?
Shoulder injury or elbow injury?
Same one?
Potentially. I think it's like re-aggravated, like a little sore. Bruise.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah. They might have to go and get DJ. I ain't gonna lie to you. But hey, all he has to do
is gonna try another waiver.
No, all DJ has to do is literally throw a dump pass to either C-Mac or Debo and let them do the rest. That's all he got to do. And he's capable of doing that. That's all you got to do. Whether it's a one read play, that's all you got to do.
Man, go back to his eyes get real wide. Hey, yo.
His ass be looking lost at them.
He finna crash out.
Yo, like, really, man.
Oh,
Like, listen. Because of how they mishandled Daniel, bro, I wouldn't be mad if he goes on and plays somewhere else and he does phenomenal, man. Like, I hope he gets the fresh start that he deserves. Every player deserves a fresh start. Every player deserves a second chance to start over. Let him start over somewhere, and if he succeeds and he earns himself a contract somewhere else, good for you. You know, my heart goes out to you, Daniel Jones.
We should get away from football, yo.
Just stay away from the New York Giants. We not good for you, man. We not good for you, and you not good for us. It wasn't meant to be. Give me if the 49ers can play, it's gonna be a ground game. And I don't think that the Bills have a better ground game than the 49ers. I think, if anything, if the 49ers get their ground game going, there's no team, like, they're not better. They're top 3 team in running the ball if they get the ground game going effectively. It's going to be a blizzard. It's going to be a snow game. Okay? So, you know, boots on ground. You know they running the ball. Both teams going to load the shit out the box. I mean, Josh can throw in the snow. We know he could throw. He got the arm power. But they gonna get after his ass. I believe they're gonna get after his ass. Give me the 49ers in that game by 3. I'll take 49ers.
No Brock?
If Brock is playing. But I don't think they're putting the ball in the air, though. I genuinely don't believe they're putting the ball in the air. That weather is gonna be nasty. The weather report was bad, bro. The weather report was real bad.
Trent don't play.
Trent don't play. Give me the Bills, but I hope he plays. I hope he plays. They know the playoffs is on the line, man. They lose this game, they might as well call it a dub for the rest of the season.
Shit.
Because they ain't no bouncing back. Ain't no bouncing back. The division might be 2 going after that. I don't think you catch up in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And then last but not least, Monday Night Football, Browns at Broncos.
I don't know what the Browns know. The Browns, I feel like they can beat damn near anybody, but then they can damn near lose anybody.
It might be a snow game again for that one in Denver. Give me the Broncos. Bo Nix is playing out his fucking body. Give me the Broncos.
Give me the Browns, though.
You don't like Bo Nix that much?
I just gave one this credit last time.
Oh yeah, you did. 19. Is he considered for offensive rookie of the year?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Jalen Conner been not on the downpour, but decrease, and Bo been increasing. So, like their numbers are. If you look at the numbers,
19 and 2 in the last 4 games. 19 touchdowns, the 2 interceptions.
19 in 2 games.
No, in the last 4 games, 19 to 2 interceptions.
Opponent that's 19 touchdowns in 4 games. What out of here. I see you just tweet 4 last week. So
Bo Nix is balling. Stop playing with my man, yo. Stop playing with my dog, man. Hey, on that note, it's 9 o'clock, just about. We're at the 9 o'clock hour. We did a 2-hour show. I feel really good we did a 2-hour show. We got a lot covered. You missed the first hour, but
I'm sorry. I'm gonna do my due diligence.
Take your nap a little earlier next time, man. You got the itis and fell asleep.
Yeah, I definitely killed all y'all.
Yeah, you definitely did.
And I set them on.
We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Little long episode. Expect some new stuff. Same people. Appreciate everybody for coming out. We did get some new subs, so shout out to the new subs. Keep subbing, keep liking, keep sharing. We'll be back here. We got some guests.
Instagram page coming soon.
Might as well do that this weekend, right?
Yeah, Instagram page this weekend.
Yeah.
I'll make sure we do that.
Alright. Yeah. Be on we got some guests coming soon though. I got some DMs to join the show. So we're gonna have some people coming here.
So we got some good things and stuff. Remember, get the subscribers up. We got some surprises for y'all.
Yeah.
We will make sure we do y'all do justice for y'all.
Yeah, we owe y'all a nice dedicated month because I took the last month off. So we owe y'all a dedicated month.
That's we locked in on this ground season.
I need to go pick up this thing now. So we got a dip. Peace
So
for
we
everybody
out.
that's watching it playback. Love y'all. Thank y'all for watching this long. We will catch y'all
Catch you on the
on the
flip.
next episode.